Well, hi everyone. Just thought I'd show you this. We've come right up that road there. Usually you can't come to these places, but we're right up at the transmission station, telecommunications centre. Don't think there's anybody here, apart from our friendly wild goats everywhere. So Lavardia is just down in the bottom over there. We've just been to a beach down there. I'll find out what the settlement is, but that's Agios Antonios again. So I've said it right this time. Couldn't get my head around that one this morning. Nisiros there in the distance. That headland over there is Turkey, and that in the distance there is Simi. Yay, Simi. Anyway, so we've just come up a sort of like air bending road. I don't know if we'll meet anything on the way back down. I don't know how we're going to manage really, because it's a great tarmac road up to this place. So our lovely little Fiat Panda's got us there. So we'll just have a look round. It's not the most beautiful of destinations. I'll probably have to stop on the way down to have a look at some, because you can't really see the view, but just basically come to this point because it's the highest point probably on the island. We are at the highest point by far, I think, on the island. So we'll just have a wander to this side, see if we can see anything. There's an old track here, obviously everything's been bent down. That's another part of the communication station up there, with more goats patrolling it. So that's part of the road there that we've just come up. Obviously this is on the far side of the island. There's an island in the distance. I've got a funny feeling that if where Simi's there, that could be Anafi. That could be island of Anafi, that I think, in the distance with the clouds in it, if you can just see it. So in the distance there, on the horizon, that's Rhodes still. So there, highest point of Tilos, I think. I still think we're higher than the other part there. You can't access that part anyway, you can't get to that part of Tilos anyway, there's nothing on that part anyway. So leave you with that one, but the wind's definitely dropped and it's searing today. And back to the car and then back down. So the gates, obviously the gates are open, I don't know, obviously the fence is all down. So that must have been the original, or the old aerial. Obviously now got the new digital telecommunications. So there we go, leave you that view. See you soon guys, bye. About that for a view guys. That's just on, well obviously just come a little bit further down, old tank there. But yeah, it's not exactly the widest road up way down. Jack is not impressed as always. I'll just explain, I didn't film it while we're there, but if you can see what looks like a football pitch or like a stadium type thing, it's all, I presume it's a water gathering thing, like a reservoir. It's all black plastic, is that really? And with like a lot of reeds in the bottom, so it must be just a massive thing for gathering water. It must be one of the, like I say, obviously that's a little fertile valley, it must get a lot of water. We've been to that beach, forgotten what it's called now. It's not Eleni, it's always, I'll find it out. We've not been doing too many beaches, but just bear in mind, if you ever do come to Tilos, you'll definitely need those beach shoes, like what you wear with the little toggle on. Forget, every single beach is rocky. They're all rocky. Every single beach is rocky. So, like I say, there's no beach that has not got pebbles on, or they're beautiful pebbles and they're beautiful sea to get into. But there's no sandy beaches, and I think that's what the thing is. Everything's pebbles. So just remember, you'll need either some Crocs or some of those like sea shoes to get in and out, than beach shoes. So just reminding you of that. Even though that looks a beautiful beach, it's all pebbles. So just to bear that in mind. But yeah, that's beautiful. I guess you get a beautiful sunset from this side, I think, as well. And then there's, I guess, Antonius just in the little gap again there. Said it right again this time. Got it right this time. I just don't know the name of the village. I'll have to get that. I'll have to get the name of the village. It might be the same. There you are, guys. Leave you that view. And that is awesome. This is Wakewood House. Right here. See you soon. There we go, guys. We've got to go all the way down here, like I say, like an alpine path. And that's Levadia, where we're going back down to. We're actually going to go see one of the roads up the other side, because it sounds strange, but there's one of the recycling centres, and people say, "Oh yeah, you don't want to see a recycling centre for?" Well, that's what this island's basically famous for, because everything's renewable, everything's green here. All the electric, all the power, everything is all sustained on its own on this island. Water, everything. So, yeah. Well, just that view over to Simmet, and we'll carry on going down. See you soon. There you go, guys, to get a feeling where we've been. That's where we've been, right there. Come all the way down those roads, down to here onto the what we call the main road here. So we're gonna head off to see this recycling centre. Yeah. See you soon. Hi guys, well, this is the far side of the island. That's Rhodes there. That's Tilos, a little, obviously, smaller Tilos. Beautiful little beach down there. Obviously, it's pebbly again, but how you get to that one, I think it's only either a boat or your big long walk down a ravine from the other side. We've come from one of the other roads, and there you go, one recycling centre. And what's great about it is they put it over the far side of the island, out of the way. So it's a shame that obviously it's two sides to an island and people should be able to see this, but obviously it's been put on this side of the island, out of the way of everybody. And that's what you see if you ever come here. The little white vans, there's electric vans, about 4 or 5 of them, and they're just buzzing around all over the island, picking everything up, and people leave little black bags with all the mixtures of all the different recyclables, because all the bins have the thing on it. They bring it all over here. So yeah, that's it. Just looking at the other side of the road, that's Rhodes there, in the distance. And so yeah, we'll just turn around here. That's down there, just see all stopped up. Everything looks like a big compressor gets compressed, goes into the wagon, and the wagon takes it back down into Levadia, to the port. We saw this morning a big wagon was there taking all the bottles away. So yeah, really quite interesting to a point, but just mainly because the island is renowned for being one of the most ecological islands, well, in Europe, one of in ecological places in Europe, to be honest. So there you go. I shall leave with the view of Rhodes in the distance. We shall turn around and head back. See you soon. Bye. Hi guys. Well, just looking back up where we've been there. We've just come back into Levadia. Thought, oh, we've discovered there's another fortress on the hill and wanted to know how to get there. So we've come up a lovely concrete road, and lo and behold, it stops, and then 100 yards further up, a church. So this is where a big, like I say, really, I don't know how much they've spent on that road coming up, nearly 2 miles. And obviously this must have some a big bearing on the island, obviously one of the churches, because obviously there's a big road to it. So, but yeah, one of the little churches. So yeah, all that infrastructure and road, and I thought, oh, it's going to go to a point where we're going to get a coat path up the hill to the fortress on the top, but no, just a load of whole terraced fields where they obviously used to grow all the produce, etc. Now it's just brush. So there, looking back down over towards where we've just been, up on the radio station. And there, back down on the Vardia. See you soon, guys. Bye.